Yo, what's up, guys? It's Michael here, and today we're going to be going over the factions in Marathon and exactly how I'm going to be leveling up my factions when the game launches tomorrow, and kind of the path that I'm going to be taking, what I think is like the most optimal, how these factions kind of work, leveling them up, and the benefits that you get from doing that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video today. It's gonna be a little bit more detailed. Uh, not too much gameplay. I'll have some running in the background, but I hope you guys like this. And if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I answer all the comments. Leave a like on the video and subscribe today, guys. But yeah, let's get into it. So first thing that we're going to be taking a look at with these factions before we get into the upgrades that I'm going to be going with over the course of the season is how do we level up these factions? How do they actually gain reputation? This website here, marathonguys.com, has a really good layout and has been updated since the server slam with a bunch of information on how these are working. Some stuff that I didn't even know until I was looking at and reading over all of this. The biggest thing here is each faction. Most of the time when I was playing the server slam, I thought that the faction upgrades or the reputation was being earned from just the contracts. And those do provide like the highest amount of XP for the faction upgrades. But you do get actually reputation by doing plenty of other things and tasks in the game. So for Oni here, if you are doing the Oni or the Cyber Acme contracts, you're going to be getting reputation. If you are successfully exfiltrating, you're going to be getting reputation. And if you're engaging with intercept events, you're going to be getting reputation for Cyber Acme. New Cloric over here. Any teammate completing a new Cloric contract, of course, but also gathering Spark Leaf, which is found all over the map on the ground in containers. Calling in and looting supply drops will gain you new Cloric reputation. Exfiltrating with new Cal valuables as well is going to be counting towards the new Cloric. So really, really cool there. For Traxxas, gaining reputation with Traxxas. Any contracts, of course, and then looting arms lockers and munitions crates. So if you're finding those around the map, you're going to be getting reputation for Traxxas. Completing convoy and lockdown events is going to be getting you that reputation. Exfiltrating with Traxxas valuables as well. So really, really nice that they got a few other ways to get reputation for Traxxas as well as the others here. Mine is the grenade kind of faction that they're going to be having here, and consumables we'll be going over later. So any mighty contracts are going to get rep for. Lock boxes are going to be huge for the upgrades here. Those are pretty easy to find around the map with the red flares on the buildings with the red flares. And during the server slam, I did find a lot of lockbox keys. So this is going to be a good way for sure to level up this one. Completing showcase events and exfiltrating with Mida valuables is going to be how we rep this one up. Arachne. So this is the PvP faction. Their factions contracts, and then looter runner bags is going to give you reputation, downing runners with precision damage, eliminating runners with finishers, and exfiltrating with Arachne valuables is going to give you those reputations for them. The faction that we did not have access to during the server slam, to Kaguchi, you're going to be able to, of course, use in the full launch of the game tomorrow. So this is all new stuff here. Looting core, storage, and bioprinters is going to be giving you reputation, engaging with the anomalous extraction. So this is an event that's only, I believe, in the Dire Marsh map that we know of right now. Those going on to server slam. So this was something that you were able to kind of interact with, but not getting rep for during the server slam. So it's cool to know that that will be going towards Sekaguchi. And then completing targeted treasure events and exfiltrating with SecGen valuables for Sekaguchi reputation. So that's all of the ways that you can get leveled up on these factions. So now we're going to go into the upgrades that I'm going to be kind of going for first. So for Cyber Acme, Make sure that you guys are getting these materials listed at the top here. These are the materials that are required for the upgrades that you're going to be seeing in this panel here. The biggest ones, in my opinion, that I'm going to be going for first are going to be the expansion, of course. Getting additional rows of vault capacity for the rest of the season. You're getting 8 rows per expansion upgrade. And then at the end, you're getting +4 and +6 at 3, 4, and 5. So the first two are the biggest two. So you're really going to want to get to rank 7 minimum just to get the 16 extra rows. And then probably at least 3 if you can try to get to 4 and 5, but 3 is a good rank to be at. So rank 12 is going to get you access to a higher credit limit for your wallet capacity. So I'm going to be leveling up expansion, credit limit to at least 2 or 3. And then you're going to want to try to go for these heat capacity increases the number of movements, action, sprint, sliding you can perform before overheating. So this is going to give you more mobility. Quick Vent EXC, your heat recovery begins more quickly after actions that generate heat, especially if you're running somebody like Vandal. We're going to be moving around a lot. These are really, really good mobility traits here. Active Cool, your generated heat recovers more quickly. So that maxes out at rank 23, but rank 13 is going to be for the base Active Cool EXC, and then Slider. Your sprint slide is going to generate less heat. The sprint slides do cost a lot of mobility heat, so having this is going to be huge as well. The biggest things in this category that I'm going to be kind of paying attention to, there's some other good stuff in here. Lockbox key for purchase in the armory. It's going to be a big one. Firm stance EXE. Fall resistance reduces the amount of damage you take after falling. So this is going to be really nice for survivability as well. Rank 11, you get level 2. Rank 26, you get level 3. So you can get 1 and 2 pretty easily. Loot Siphon is going to be pretty helpful here too. Grants bonus tactical ability energy when opening an unlooted container. So every time you're looting, you're going to be refreshing your ability. You can kind of worry about this one, but Carrier would be kind of nice. In the Carrier Plus, it gives you the deluxe backpack purchase in the armory. These blue bags are definitely going to be like the bare minimum I think that you should be bringing in every time. Just because the green backpacks are only 8 slots, whereas the deluxe backpacks are 16 slots. It just felt like when I was playing the Server Slam that these backpacks were really just not cutting it most of the time, and they kept running out of space for stuff that I needed. So at least having these blue bags minimum for purchase is going to be really nice. But yeah, the biggest two for sure, the expansion and the credit limit here, because these are your base levels for your credits and your storage size. All right, moving on to Nuchloric. These are going to be the materials that you're going to need for upgrades during upgrading Nuchloric. Make sure you're looking out for these. You can also track all of the items that I'm talking about here in the game. There was a feature for tracking these, so that way they'll have a little like yellow icon next to them when you're in game looting them. Those are a couple of really good ones here that I'm going to be focused on. Getting all of the safeguard upgrades to get free shield charges and Restore Plus for free patch kits. Those are like the 2 main ones, because I felt like I was running out of heals a lot of the time during Server Slam. So these are like the main items that I always kind of really needed. And then Health Com, you're going to be getting more patch kits when you complete contract for Nuchloric, as well as the shield. You're going to get more shields and other rewards when completing the standard contracts as well. So these are really helpful for getting a bunch of heals in the game. And you're going to be using a lot of heals as far as my experience was during the Server Slam. So these are nice. These are really nice. Shielded and armored are really nice too. You're going to be able to get all the way up to a blue shield for purchase. And Panacea Kit, you're going to be able to unlock the Panacea Kit for purchase, which is a fully restore for health and fully charges shields. And it removes hazardous status effects. So one of the best healing items in the game right there, as well as you got the self-res down here. These were not too expensive to purchase from the armory once I unlocked them, and they unlock at rank 12. So going for that one for sure. And then some of the passive stuff here. So a field medic, health and shields, because it will take less time to use. That's going to be really nice. I'm kind of going to skip over Traxxas when I play first. There's a couple things in here I'm going to be focused on. The deluxe chips are going to be nice. These are blue modifiers for weapons that you pick up that are universal. So uh, getting these is kind of going to work on all your weapons. So this is a good investment. The rest of these are mods for specific weapons. So it's really personal preference on what type of guns you are using. The main thing I'm going to be getting here is the MIB sniper. That way I can get access to purchasing that in the armory whenever I need it, in case I run out of snipers, because it felt like this was really not dropping too often in the game when I was looting. So this will be nice to at least be able to purchase it. And then you're going to have TAD Boost EXE, expansive ping area effect when using a TAD, which are just little like scanners that pop up randomly around the map you can activate. Tracker EXE, the duration of the ping is increased and how long your pings persist on hostile targets. So live pings for PvP enemies and robots and stuff like that. I really like the Volt weapons personally, so I'll probably be getting some of the Volt array mod upgrades first. But it's really up to you for the rest of the weapon mod upgrades here. Probably some of the scopes as well. Mida is all consumables. So whatever your favorite consumables are, just go for that. As far as the materials that you need for Mida upgrades, they're listed right here. The main thing I'm going to be focused on is getting to rank 11 to unlock chem grenades for purchase. These things absolutely shred health. Cardio kick is going to be really nice to have for Vandal if you're playing Vandal, which I will be. The antivirus packs are going to be nice for purchase. These are going to be used during the lockdown events. So being able to get these if you run out of them. And then you've got Cloud Cover EXE, which is you automatically deploy a smoke cloud whenever activating an exfil site. So if you're not running a, if you're not running any smokes and you don't have a assassin on your team to activate his smoke screen, then this will be really kind of helpful because there's not a lot of cover on the extracts. It really isn't, guys. So having stuff like this in gear or shields, anything like a bubble shield. So not having the bubble shield, I'd probably go for the smokes here. This is really nice. And sprinter. So you're going to be getting a upgrade for your leg that gives you more agility on any character that you're using. Melee or knife attacks restore shields or health. Yeah, plus 50 agility there. And then graceful landings is really nice as well. You get the better fall resistance and agility. It's probably these two, as well as Survivor. All right. Now on to Arachne materials. These are all of the items that you need to upgrade and get certain keystone upgrades in Arachne. This is also kind of personal preference, but I'm definitely going to be getting the shotgun mods unlocked for purchase in the armory, and then the MIPS shotgun upgrades. So if you want to be able to purchase blue shotguns, you need to kind of get to rank 23 with Arachne. So yeah, I'm going to be focused on getting the MIPS shotgun upgrade for sure. This thing that was doing damage in the server slam. And this gun can be overloaded with the overload mods. So this thing is really, really a favorite for sure. I didn't get a chance to use any of the other shotguns in the game, unfortunately, but didn't really need to. This thing was sniping people, and it seemed to, if you hit both your shots on somebody, even with blue or purple shields almost, it was full knocking them as long as you're hitting those two pellets. Quite a bit of reload time on it, so obviously it's high risk, high reward. This is definitely a focus for me on all of the loadouts I'm going to be bringing in. Reboot EXE, revive speed increases how quickly you can self-res, and revive down crew members. And this you can upgrade at rank 7, rank 19, rank 27. Cut through, you get shield and when you're performing a finisher. So if you're in a longer gunfight, you get somebody down and then the other teammates are pushing you. This is going to be really nice for if you get that finisher off and you took damage, you're just instantly recharging your shields. Hard Shark's going to be really nice for Assassin and for Destroyer. They have some of the higher melee damage, based melee damage, but this is giving you plus 20 at each capstone here. And then the third one, which is at rank 22, you're getting another 20. So the knifing in the game was already basically 2 or 3 hitting people down, even with blue shield. So having this melee damage upgraded is going to be really OP, I think, especially for Assassin going the smokes. And combining that with the finisher siphon on top of that is kind of insane. So definitely going to be using that too. Leech EXE is going to be really nice, but kind of hard to get. You need this kind of gold item to get it, but Leech is going to restore small amount of health every time you do a knife attack. Heat Death EXE, eliminating hostile reduces your heat buildup. Those are nice little add-ons too. And finally, we're at Sekiguchi. Mainly the items that you're going to need for these upgrades are listed here as well. You're going to notice some of the same stuff. Now, this one's a little bit different. Again, it's going to be based off of what you're playing the most as far as runners go. I'm going to be going Vandal, so I'm going to get and Vandal and Assassin, so I'll probably be upgrading these two so that I can get access to the blue cores for purchase whenever I need them for either one of those runners. But of course, whatever runners you're using, you're going to want to go for those. So Triage, Destroyer, Assassin, Vandal, Recon, Deep, and they both have their respective upgrades. Oh yeah, the top left energy amp is going to be really nice to have available for purchase. They are limited though, so having there's a purchase stock upgrade too, but the energy amp improves prime and tactical ability charge. This is a really OP consumable. Down here at the bottom, we've got Tac Amp and Prime Amp. So Tactical Recovery reduces the cooldown of tactical and trade abilities, and that's got 2 capstones on it, plus 30 each. Prime Amp Recovery for Prime ability and reduces cooldown, and then so it's plus 30 for each of those as well. But these are a pretty high rank requirement, so focus on your runner upgrades first, and then getting the amplifiers. And then Head Start's really interesting. Partially fills your tactical ability charge at the start of the run, so you're already going to have a shorter cooldown going in. You do not start with your abilities when you start a run, so that'll be nice. That's got 2 charges, and that's only up to rank 14 you need for max on that. And Prime is kind of the other side of that with the ultimate. Partially fills your Prime ability charge with 2 upgrades, but you do need to be VIP rank 1, so you got to basically prestige Sekiguchi in order to get the second capstone here. And then the first one's at rank 26, so that does take a while. And the last one that I'd focus on Sekiguchi is Lethal Amp EXE. But yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully that kind of helps you out with giving you an idea and pathway to go on when you're upgrading these factions. They were a little bit intimidating to look at first. There is a lot of upgrades in them. I did not go over the bottom upgrades down here because these are upgraded kind of along the way as you rep up these factions, but these are going to be really important as well. You're getting permanent rook upgrades and better armory options from each of the factions. There's an upgrade where Rook gets a backpack at the start and a shotgun at the start of the game. So if you're running Rook, you're going to be able to just automatically start with a shotgun and then bring it out and extract with it and keep that. So you're going to get a bunch of free shotguns that way. But hopefully you guys kind of made sense of what I was saying with those and you enjoyed the video. This website is available for anybody to go to. I'll link it down in the description because there's a bunch of other information in here that I'll probably be going over later today or tomorrow when the game launches. But I've been really enjoying it as far as the story of Sam goes, and I'm super excited for the launch of the game.